Hi everybody, welcome back to the Hollywood Actor's Guide to Surviving the Film and Television Industry. This is your host, Jennifer Lynn Warren. Hi everybody. Today we are going to start off with mission statements. Oh, don't fall asleep. It's not boring, I promise. What is a mission statement? I'm sure you've heard about companies having mission statements. Mission statements talk about what makes a company different. And for an actor, it's the why. The why are you an actor? The why of an agent, CD, manager, or director wanting you. Why should somebody bother wanting you? So, to do your mission statement, there's a couple things you need to jot down. One, I would write down, what is it that's most important to you? What are the things that you value? And these can feel outside of acting, right? Like, it's kind of like sometimes if you had won the $1 billion that somebody won in the lottery, I think it was yesterday, what would you personally do with that money beyond just paying off bills and things like that? If you have so much money that you could help the world, what type of things drive you? And you may not think that's important for you as an actor, but notice how many actors are activists, first of all. And second of all, a mission statement isn't solely just about you as an actor, it's you as a human being. And that's what I'm trying to get you guys to understand, that you are professional human beings. And when you have a defined mission statement, you're finally going to know how to start off those cover letters that you are writing off to your agents, aren't you? Because they're more interested sometimes than just your credits, right? They want to know who you are. And if you know what your mission statement is and what you value, you're going to be able to start off your cover letter in a way that's warm and authentic and interesting, and in a way that they're going to feel like you're a complex, interesting human being that they can get to know. Number 2, you want to write down and articulate your most important goals. What type of qualities would you like others to attribute to you? What would you like to be in your career? What type of roles do you want to book? What type of achievements do you want professionally or personally or in your community? And 3, you should talk to your peers, mentors, coaches, teachers, friends. Ask them, what are your greatest strengths? What makes you exceptional compared to other actors or even friends that they have? And consider how you want people to describe you. Like, write down a few words that you want to come to someone's mind when they think of you. And 4, identify the legacy you want to leave. That sounds huge, right? But who do you want to support with your skills and your storytelling? What do you consider to be your purpose, your unique abilities, your talents and traits? What do you have to offer? And so when you're able to make this type of very, very particular statement to an actor, agent, manager, teacher, someone you want to work with, when you can use it in your career, you're going to feel like you have something to say. You're going to feel like you have a way to start your cover letters. And it's something that you should, I feel, maybe even put up somewhere and look at every day and remind yourself every day why you're in this business. Why should an agent want to hire me? Why should a casting director want to hire me? Why should a director want to direct me? When you know why people want to work with you, it's so easy to begin to talk to talk to people about hiring you. So get those mission statements written. Okay, actor friends, as you know, I've been on We Audition and I've been working with a lot of actors on there. And many of them are filming their self-tapes, and I am their reader, and sometimes I'm their coach. And what I've noticed is there's a lot of actors who have not really looked at themselves when they're self-taping. So what do I mean? So my personal backdrop for my self-tapes is this very gray purple. I feel like it looks really good on me. I feel like it looks really good on almost all actors. I'm not in love with that deep blue that a lot of actors use. I think it's hard on the eyes, and I don't think it looks good on anybody, but that's my personal opinion there. And a lot of you are in your homes having to do these self-tapes. And if you don't have a camera or a reader, you can sign up for We Audition and you can just tape your auditions on there. But I digress. I'm very much in love with that site, guys. So what I'm seeing is these actors, some of them have like dark hair and then they have these dark backgrounds and they're wearing dark clothes and they just like blend into the background and it doesn't look good. You want to pop on your self-tapes. Yes, you want to be dressed like the character. And yes, you need to have like the right tone for the show and things like that. I did a self-tape the other day for a woman who's just very bland and very boring. And I made sure I wore like this like beige, boring tank top and like gave her stereotypical gold hoop earrings and just made her look like she just got swallowed by the corporate world. But when I did that, I made sure that it looked good on my background and that it wasn't too light, that I wasn't suddenly disappearing as the character. Luckily, I have darker hair, so my darker hair against light background helps to make it pop. So that's one thing to consider is your hair color and what it looks like on your backdrop. So you want to kind of go opposite. So if you're really blonde, you might want to go darker with your backdrop. If you have, dark hair, you might want to go lighter with your backdrop. And the same thing's going to happen with your clothing. Depending what you want to say with your character, yes, but also make sure that you are popping as an actor in your self-tape. And I would also say that you should use a color that's complementary to your eyes, because your self-tapes should be your close-ups, because that's what they're asking you to audition. You're auditioning with your close-up on the scene. And they want to be able to see your soul and your emotions and your connection through your eyes. And if they're not popping because you're not wearing the right clothes or the right kind of backdrop, then you can get swallowed up. So now is a good time to maybe even go grab some paint, those free paint swatches you can get from like Home Depot, and you can like take home a lot of colors. Like I would take home a bunch of those that you think would work and then just hold up the colors to your eyes, like on your computer camera or your cell phone camera, and just see what colors look really good on you. And then you'll know what kind of colors to wear in auditions. Lastly, folks, today we are going to talk about fundamental scene work. And that is the question you need to ask yourself is, what scene is it? What scene is it? Is it the first scene in a movie? Are you coming in on page 78? Because that tells you a lot about the character. They're there to help the hero maybe go over a hurdle so that the character can get what they want. Maybe they're there to add another final block in the road before our hero can accomplish what they need. Are they the first 3 pages of a horror script? Because if you're the first 3 pages of a horror script, then you are there to set the tone for the movie. So you need to make sure that your character is launching the tone of that horror film, because that's the point and the purpose of that first scene of that horror film. Are you coming in on episode 6 of a TV series, or are you in the pilot? And are you opening the pilot? Are you closing the pilot? Where your character is, how big your character is, and which characters your character is interacting with tells you what scene it is. And I don't think you can start your actor work, any of it, until you know what scene you're even doing in the film or in the TV. I hope this is making sense. But you need to really get in there. You need to hear it. You need to read it with somebody else. You need to hear it outside. You need to find those innuendos and moments when your character is unhappy with what they just said. Sometimes we forget our characters are not perfect. They can contradict themselves. So find moments when your character may be contradicting themselves. Maybe the sides aren't that well written and you can't find those moments, but then know what scene it is, know what movie it is, know what TV show it is. Sometimes shows are written to be straightforward and not be very nuanced, unfortunately, which is no fun for us as actors. And sometimes they really are, but we get so used to bad writing sometimes as actors that we can't even see great writing when it's put in front of us because we just go on autopilot. So always assume an audition that you're getting, even if it reads horribly, just assume it's brilliant and you're just not seeing it yet. But also figure out what scene it is. There are a lot of actors I've been working with lately that, that's one of the first questions I ask. I'm like, okay, what are we working on today? Is this film or TV? Did they give you any other information? And what scene is it? Like what's the purpose of this being the audition? What is it that they need to see from you? Do they need to see that you can push the story forward? Do they need to see from you that you can stop the lead character from getting what they want? Or do they need to see from you that you can carry a lead in a movie or a TV? So all of those things, all of those things are there to be explored. Well, that's it, guys. This episode is brought to you by We Audition, weaudition.com, promo code HAG25. You can jump on there. You can request me to be a reader. I read for free on there, guys. I am on there for free. I've had a couple of you on there already. You guys are so smart. Some of you have been on there longer than I have. But I can read with you. I can coach with you. If you need a reader, it's like instant readers. There's always like 20 actors there, guys. Instant readers. I've been reading with people from the UK. Why? Because their accents are amazing and they're so much fun. You can read with people from like all around the world. So weaudition.com, promo code 25. Or if you want to be a reader and get paid, because you can tip people or there are people on there that charge. If you want to get paid to be a reader, why not? Sign up, guys. Sign up now. weaudition.com, HAG25. Well, that's it. That's all I've got for you guys. Break a leg out there, and remember, you are not alone.